Have you ever came across a comic book and you can't believe that this comic book could ever be made because it was so outrageous and crazy? Well, today, let's talk about that. Let's talk about Action Comics 592 and 593. In this comic, Superman and Big Barda they make a porno. No, not that one. Different one.
Howdy, true believers. This is Jim Lee here. I'm not normally like this. I've just been hanging around Stan Lee too much.
Fantastic, but not perfect.
I'm Todd McFarlane, creator of Spawn.
These ain't your daddy's comic books, fanboy. DC Comics.
Sensational, but not perfect.
Oh, the indignity!
I'm bleeding out my fucking balls, dude!
Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about Action Comics 290 or 592 and 593. 593, that's where the magic happens. Okay, this is the issue with all the fun porno stuff. But let's talk about 592 first, just real quick. This is really just to show some context and some fun stuff involving Big Barda and how they kind of get mingled together. No matter what I say in this video, it's all going to come out kind of dirtier than I meant it. So let's just put that warning out there. So awesome issue here by John Byrne, 1987. I mean, you can even see on here, which is cool, the Watchmen. They're still kind of advertising the coming of the Watchmen. So John Byrne wrote it, he drew it. But let's go ahead and just start off here. Right away, we get this awesome shot of Big Barda. And it's basically telling us it was a simple enough mistake, the kind of mistake almost anyone can make. You make a wrong turn, you make it to the wrong side of town, should have made a left when you meant to make a right. And you end up, dun dun dun, right here, good old Metropolis. But the seedy side of Metropolis nobody talks about, which is, as you can see from here, pimps, hookers, all kinds of ne'er-do-wells. Homeboy here, he's got a little pig sticker talking to one of his ladies. This is called the suicide slums of Metropolis. Seedy, sad, end of everybody's kind of usefulness in their lives, situations. Skid Row, basically. So this is Skid Row of Metropolis that we see here. Big Barda steps in. It's like, what's going on here? All kinds of weird stuff going on here. Pimps, hookers, addicts, all kinds of sad drug stuff going on here. And of course, homeboy, being the pimp that he is trying to hit on Big Barda, you know, trying to turn her like any good pimp would when you see a beautiful lady like that. Big Barda tosses him to the side. Don't want any of that. Don't give me your crazy lingo. And while that's happening, this guy here snatches her purse. This guy has got some big problems if you think he could snatch Big Barda's purse. Snatches her purse, takes off. She follows him, takes off running after him to try and get her purse because she has her mega rod in there. Again, everything sounds dirtier than it means to be. Mega rod is just her weapon that she has from Apocalypse. Okay. Not Marvel Apocalypse, the place Apocalypse. Okay. Chases him around. He gets snatched up by this gruesome character here. This is our new friend that we meet for the first time in this issue, Mr. Sleaze. The name absolutely fits. He's going to be the porno maker of this series. He finds her mega rod, which is her weapon. And with that, she attacks her. which makes her armor up, which is this really cool 3-panel sequence of her pressing the band on her arm and slowly armoring up. Really cool looking image down here from John Byrne. Now, as we continue with this, they get into a little scuffle. He's shooting her mega band at her, hits her, knocks her out. And all it takes is one shot from that mega rod to knock her out. She's there. She is in complete disarray. She is lost. She is now at his disposal. Again, everything just sounds really naughty. I don't mean it to, but with that one shot from her mega rod that he stole from her purse, she is out, and he has mental powers to kind of brainwash you and make you under her control. That's how she gets involved with making the porno with Superman. Now we get to this part where Clark Kent is going to a hospital to meet some really, really old people. And by really old, I mean like 120 years old. And they're trying to figure out why that is. And as Clark Kent, he's going to write a story about it to bring attention to it. He finds out that they're all covered in some kind of weird radiation. And Superman, using his Superman powers, follows that radiation to, again, back to Suicide Slum. And here, everybody, is our girl, Big Barda, in this stripper outfit, dancing for Mr. Sleaze. Just dancing, dancing, dancing. Again, very kind of a gross situation for her to be in because he is sleazy and has her under mind control. So that's basically the context of Big Barda getting involved with that. You get a backstory of Mr. Sleaze here with Darkseid. None of this stuff really matters. We want to know more about Superman coming in to save the day with the Big Barda as she's dancing for Mr. Sleaze some more. Superman shows up. Big Barda wants to attack Mr. Sleaze now that she is free from his spell, but Superman, being the nice guy that he is, won't let her attack Mr. Sleaze and kill him. So they get into a scuffle. Good old basic good guy, bad guys. They fight each other. This is actually the first time that they meet. Big Barda and Superman first meet in this issue. So they get into a little bit of a scuffle. She shoots Superman with that mega rod, knocks him out. Mr. Sleaze gets the rod back again. And now they're both incapacitated. And Mr. Sleaze traps them down this cellar. And that's the end of this issue. So that's how they get all tangled up in this mess. Now comes the fun part. With issue 593. This is where the fun happens. This is where the action is. You can already see on the cover. I love this cover. This cover is fantastic. Superman and Big Barda are kissing. And Mr. Miracle here is just a cuck going, Superman and my wife? Oh no, what's going on here? So for now, we're just going to call Mr. Miracle Mr. Cuck. Either way, this is the coolest sequence of this 2-issue series, or this 2-issue story. I love it. This is Mr. Miracle trying to get into his house, but this is kind of like the key sequence to disarm the bomb that gets into his house. So this is him basically solving a puzzle here to get the key to open up the front door of his house. And this is the calmest thing we're going to see in this issue. This is cool and crazy. I love the 8-panel or the 6-panel layout. 9-panel layout. Byrne did here, really cool. But as you turn the page, it's Mr. Miracle walking into his house with his good friend Oberon going, "Hi, honey, I'm home." Nope. Who's sitting on his couch? Who is sitting on Mr. Miracle's couch with, I'm going to show this up close, with a, honest to God, with a snifter of, I'm assuming it's a nice cognac, is Darkseid sitting on Mr. Miracle's couch with a cognac saying, "She's not here." Now things are getting interesting. Now this is when it gets interesting. Darkseid saying, "Hey, your wife is not here. She's in a lot of trouble." And Mr. Miracle's like, "What do you mean she's in trouble?" He goes, "Well, now that I have your attention, this is what I'm talking about, is this video cassette, VHS tape, good old 1987. This will answer all of your concerns. a videotape. So they take the videotape, they put it into the VCR, and they press play. And this is another great panel here from John Byrne. I love this panel. It's them watching a videotape, and just look at the expressions change ever so slightly on Mr. Miracle's face, and Oberon going, what is this tape? Can't say much for the production values. Looks like it was shot in a sewer. Scott, is that Barda? It is. I hardly recognized her underneath all that awful makeup. What is she? Oh my God, Scott. And just look at her face. You know what we're watching at this point. We know that there's only one thing that can make a husband make that expression. And it's Darkseid telling him, well, my agents acquired this tape from a small shop in Metropolis, a shop that specializes in this in such flair. It's located on the street called Hobbs Lane. So at this point, he's basically saying, hey, here's this porno tape of your wife. I'm going to break into your house and make you watch it. And it was found in Suicide Slum. All right, so now we're all going back to Suicide Slum here. This is Mr. Sleaze meeting up with a Mr. Grossman, who is a porno producer. He's the one that makes all the videotapes and sells the videotapes. And they're just having a discussion of how much money they are making off of that one video already of Miss Barda, of Big Barda. And Mr. C is going, oh, we're going to sweeten up the pot here, homeboy. I got Superman for our next movie. And they're still talking about, let's go ahead and make another movie. And I got the perfect gal for it. Our star here, Big Barda, in her skimpy little outfit. Let's go. It is time to make it happen. So, here's Mr. Miracle going to Suicide Slum, and we get a really nice retelling of Mr. Miracle's origin story. So Mr. Miracle gets captured by these crackheads in Suicide Slum, gets thrown into a rag or like a blanket, and is chained up, and they throw him into a dumpster. They fill it up with trash, and they seal it shut. They weld it shut because, you know, crackheads always have welders at hand, and they throw the dumpster over the pier into the water. But no worries there. We all know Mr. Miracle is a master of escapism, and he escapes. All right. Now comes the fun part, everybody. Boom. Right here. They are directing this porno movie with Big Barda and Superman. They got the camera set up. They got the really cheesy set. I'm assuming that Superman showed up as a pizza delivery guy, or she got stuck in her laundry, in her dryer, or something. But that seems to be the story happening right here. They got lights. They got cameras. They got a really terrible set. They got a dirty, disgusting bed. And the director is saying, you call that acting? I want passion. And just basically saying how bad of an actor Superman is. But we just determined that that's because Superman would not do that. And the mind control can't make you do something that you don't want to do. And as this porno is being shot, and they're going back at it again, we got our boy, Mr. Miracle, watching her wife from a skylight make out, filming a porno with good old Superman. See, I'm not joking about this. If you thought I was joking, this is for real. For real, porno shoots happening here. And we get Mr. Miracle crashing in, ruining everybody's good time, crashing through the skylight to save his wife. And in the whole kerfuffle, Mr. Sleaze escapes. Mr. Miracle's got to deal with this octopus. Big Barda saves him from this octopus by punching him in the brain. That's a really cool power pose there for her. Great artwork here, all together. Like this great shot here of Superman in the sewers, chasing after Mr. Sleaze, all the pipes. John Byrne, everybody loved John Byrne for a reason, and you can see it here. I'm experiencing this stuff as well. Really cool seeing that. Superman chases Mr. Sleaze. Mr. Sleaze strikes a match. They're in the sewer. It's all full of gas. He strikes the match, and he blows himself up, leaving Superman there. And he commits suicide. Mr. Sleaze commits suicide, as opposed to dealing with Superman. And then that's the end of the story. They all kind of make up and they become friends. Here's a good part here that we want to look at between Superman and Big Barda. But Barda, my memory of what happened while we were under Sleaze's control is foggy. But it seems you and I, and Big Barda's like, no, stop right there. Say no more, Superman. My recollection is it's cloudy as your own. I think it's for the best that we just leave it that way. And they just leave. Well, we were about to make a porn, so I might as well just leave here with my husband. And that face on Mr. Miracle kind of says it all. Awkward relationship moments there. And that, everybody, is the story of Big Barda and Superman filming their porno for OnlyFans or whatever was going on at the time. So there you go. Fun stuff here. Great book. Great artwork from John Byrne. And that's it, guys. So thanks for joining me on our little adventure here of the good old Superman porno shoot. Well, I hope everybody learned something new today and had a little bit of fun at the expense of Big Barda and Superman, and some miscommunication and some fun action that happened in these issues. So a big shout out to John Byrne, 1987 John Byrne, for putting out two crazy out of control comic books. This all started from a discussion that was on Covrprice during the Top 10 show with my boys Lando and my girl Laura. They were talking about this, kind of came up in one of their reads. So that's what brought up the idea for me to make this video. If you guys like seeing crazy comic books, do you want me to do more crazy comic book stories? There's a few out there that I would love to show you guys. So let me know. Again, I'm back doing some videos. This is my first time doing it in a while. I'm a little rusty. These old bones are kind of got to loosen back up and flex some old muscles I haven't flexed in a while. But if you're interested, let me know. Do you want to see, what kind of content would you guys like to see from me with this? More crazy comic books? You want to see hauls? You want to see some pickups? Comic book history stories? Let me know. So same old stuff they say in every other video. Like, subscribe, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, all that stuff. If you want to, go for it. You know what to do. But thanks a lot for showing up.